We are now ready to begin the transactions for Friday, 8/14/2026. So first transaction, we have Cindy, who brought in her large lab pal for a full pet groom and teeth brushing. She paid cash. Since it tells us that she paid cash, we know that's going to be a sales receipt. And then it also confirms that by telling us the sales receipt number should be 1024. So first of all, make sure you're signed into your Puppy Love Pampered Pooch account. And in order to put in a sales receipt, we're going to go to the plus new, down to sales receipt. For our client, we want, let's see why. So we're going to add Cindy as a client first. So we're going to go ahead and save her, and then we're going to go back and add in her dog Pal as a sub-client. So we're going to just add a colon and then Pal, go to plus new. This time we have to go to details. We're going to make sure that's a sub-client and add in the sub-client's parent as Cindy. We're going to go ahead and save that. So now we have Pal saved as Cindy's dog. Our sales receipt date should be 8/14/2026. So we're going to go ahead and change the sales receipt date. I'm going to check to make sure my sales receipt number here is 1024. It matches exactly what we were told. Our payment method in this case is going to be cash. They're paying with cash. Make sure you're depositing to undeposited funds. Our service is going to be a full pet groom for a large dog. And then we're going to add in another add-on, in this case, a teeth brushing. So we're adding both of those on there. And that's going to be it. So this time, instead of clicking save and close, I'm going to do save and new, because right underneath this, I have another sales receipt. So for my next transaction, I have Amanda, who brought in her medium dog Pink for a full pet groom and nails painted, again paying cash. So Amanda's not in here yet, so we're going to add Amanda. So here's us adding Amanda. We're going to go ahead and click save. Then we're going to type colon Pink. And we're going to have to add new. This time we must go to details. Make sure that's a sub-client of Amanda. Make sure you click the correct Amanda. And then we're going to save. Make sure your sales receipt date is 8/14/2026. Your sales receipt number should be 1025. Payment method is cash. Depositing to undeposited funds. We haven't taken that cash into the bank just quite yet. And this time, Pink is getting a full pet groom, medium, and another service of nails painted. Oops. There we go. So that right there, I have a total of $53. And again, we're going to click save and new, because right underneath it, we have a couple more sales receipts. So for the next one, Jefferson Kane brought in both of his medium-sized dogs, Prince and Oscar, for a mini pet groom, paying with check. Again, since they're paying, it's a sales receipt. And for this one, we're going to have two sales receipts because we have two separate dogs. So first we need to add Jefferson Kane in as a client. So we're going to add Jefferson Kane. Again, since this is the parent, we can go ahead and click save. And then I'm going to add in Prince. So add new, then we have to go to details to say that Prince is a subclient of Jefferson Kane. And we're going to save that. And here we have a payment method of a check. The reference number for that check is 58544. Again, going to undeposited funds. The product or service in this case is a mini pet groom for a medium dog. I'm going to go ahead and click save and new. This time I don't have to type Jefferson Kane in as a client. He's already in there. I can just add my colon and add Oscar. So again, add new, details, is a subclient of Jefferson Kane. Click save, and that's going to add Oscar in there for us. Sales receipt date hasn't changed until 8/14. Our payment method is a check. They paid with that one check, so I'm just going to put the same check number in there, 58544, undeposited funds. Product or service, in this case, a mini pet groom for the other medium dog, Oscar. So again, we're going to click save and new. Our next transaction is for Assad. Assad brought in an extra large dog Sweetie for a bath and brush and teeth brushing, paying with a check. So again, since they're paying, that's going to be a sales receipt. And I'm going to start typing Assad's name in there, and you'll notice Assad's not in our system yet as a client, so we're going to add Assad. Click add new, save. We're going to add a colon for his dog Sweetie. Plus new details, and then again is a subclient of Assad, and save. Sales receipt date still 8/14. This time we're paying with a check. The check number is 7115 to undeposited funds. Our product is a bath and brush for an extra large dog and an add-on of teeth brushing. Again, just double checking things. Undeposited funds is where that check's going to go. We haven't taken that check to the bank to deposit it yet. So now I'm not going to click save and new. I'm going to click save and close, because for our next transaction, we have Greenway Kennels bringing in 7 medium-sized dogs for a bath and brush and a teeth brushing. This time it says on account. So we're going to go to the plus new. Since it's on account, we have to send an invoice. So select a client. We want Greenway Kennels. We're going to leave our terms at net 15. That means they have 15 days from the invoice date to pay us. And we want 7 medium-sized dogs for a bath and brush. So we're going to click bath and brush. We want a quantity of 7. And then we want to add on teeth brushing. Again, 7 of them. So that takes our total to $220.50. Notice that the rate here on both of these is for the kennel client, so it's a discounted rate on both of these. So normally teeth brushing costs $5, but kennel clients get that 10% discount, so kennel clients only pay $4.50. So 2250 or 220.50. And then we're going to click save and close. Notice we can't click save and send because we don't have an email address listed for Greenway Kennels. For the next one, we're going to receive and pay a bill from Consolidated Insurance for August 2026 for liability insurance, $204. We're going to write a check for that. In order to do that, we are going to go to Plus New, and we're writing a check. So we're going to do check. And this time our payee is going to be Consolidated Insurance. So we're going to have to add them as a vendor. Make sure this says vendor right here because we're paying them for our insurance. So we're going to save that. Our payment account should be from our bank account because we're writing a check. Payment date 8/14/2026. Our category is going to be liability insurance. So notice liability insurance is not an account. So we're going to have to add liability insurance. It's going to pop up with this account. We want to make sure that we have it as an expense. So your account type should be an expense, but it doesn't fall under advertising and promotional. So we're going to scroll down and see if we can find something that fits our category better. Right here. So right here we have an insurance option. So our detail type in this case is going to be insurance. Our name is still liability insurance, just how we had it set. And then we're going to click save and close. The amount for that check is going to be $204. We could say that the description is for August 2026 insurance if you wanted to, just so you could find it easier later. And in this case, we're going to click save and new. So that finishes up that check. We're going to click save and new because for the next line, we're writing another check. So the next check, we're going to write check number 110. So it wants us 110. To City Credit Union. So we have to add City Credit Union as a vendor because this time instead of using them as a checking account or a banking account, we're actually going to pay them. So we have to pay the credit union. In this case, we want to make sure they're a vendor. Click save. Category here is going to be city. Oops. And the amount here is going to be $110.35. And then we're going to click save and close this time. Once we've done that, we're going to go back to our chart of accounts in order to do our figure check. So check Sadie's City Credit Union. You might just have it as City Credit Union. That's okay. Your balance should be $711.84. And then it's asking you to check your undeposited funds. Your undeposited funds should be $748. So if those don't match, please stop and go back through the transactions for today and see what you might have missed.